The advice that I would give to swimming and sports instructors who are looking to integrate STEM would be to do three things. It would be to engage the students in meaningful activities that will allow them to experience the principles of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in a real and tangible way. The second thing would be to expose them to those principles in action by taking them on field trips or being able to bring guest speakers in who perform in the professional arena the same science, technology, engineering, and mathematic principles that they've been discussing in class. And the third thing would be to equip those students to be able to not only learn that information, but to be able to take it out into the community, put it on display, bring it up for conversation in the community, allowing people to know and to understand that this is what they're learning and this is how what they're doing in after-school programs is translating into real-world career opportunities for them.
One of the ways that I'm seeing the STEM skills in my program is integrating the different ways that everybody learns. You know, just like Tamara was saying it, you know, it's definitely visual, audio, you know, just experiencing it in its own, you know, the dynamic of everything, the analytical type. So far, so good. But one thing that I have noticed is among the peers, with STEM, I've really noticed that when you ask them what are they looking for, what are they gearing towards, what's their hope, you kind of weed out who's really there for, you know, the excitement, this is what they want to do, and who's there because, you know, it's just an after-school activity. So I group them. You know, I start grouping my strongest, you know, since it's a swimming program, I group my strongest swimmers in with my not so strong swimmers. And it's like, okay, it's a competition. Whoever gets more points at the end of the month, you know, like you guys get a prize or you guys get to pick your activity. And what it does is it brings out their leadership. It brings their peer friendliness. It brings them to, you know what, well, I'm your leader, so I'm going to help you to get to my level. Or I'm going to help you understand my level. And then we switch off. So it's like, you know, if I'm not explaining it right, or if someone else, there's someone there bound to, you know, help you, and eventually you'll, you know, link with someone where it's like, oh, I get it, okay, so, and we just start going from there. One thing especially is repetitive. You know, like she said, you have to repeat it 3 times over, or you have to do it in different forms. We do everything from, you know, we have an American Red Cross book, so we blow it up so that it's kind of like, okay, here's how you see it. We give them weekly tests that basically are geared towards the main test they're going to take at the end. And it's like, okay, we quiz them. You know, instead of giving them multiple choice, we make them fill in blanks. So it's, you know, they started creating study sessions with each other. They started swimming with each other on the weekends. You know, they started, it became a thing where like the group is now a bonded, you know, friendship. with students that they normally wouldn't, you know, I guess, talk to.
I think for many instructors, we already have STEM in the program. It's just not really pointed out to the students so much. So I think the key is to get it across in a simple way and a practical way, something that they can see and visualize rather than just telling them. So practical emphasis is definitely the way to go with our students. If they can do hands-on activities and then have it explained to them afterwards, and then just the connection between sports and there are elements of STEM in the sports, because we see them every day. We see them on television. We see professional athletes every day, and we wonder why they're so good. Maybe there are reasons that, you know, we can give them.
I use proper terminology for what I'm teaching, hydrodynamics, body roll, body position. I want to teach the anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology of the motions of swimming for each and every stroke, be it freestyle, breaststroke, butterfly, backstroke, elementary backstroke, side stroke, for lifeguarding. And I explain them in great detail, demonstrate them, because I believe we have to lead by example and teach by example as well. I also like to give other examples outside of swimming, things that are like boats, submarines, dolphins versus like sharks and other types of fish. I even use octopus one time. That has a horizontal fin, and they propel themselves just like a human would. We use the dolphin kick and the butterfly stroke. Whereas a shark, their fin is vertical and they swim this way. Now, octopus, they use all of their tentacles and they open up and then they push all in one direction at one time. So they end up looking like a missile or torpedo at the end of the stroke. And that's what propels them forward.